I could never hold down, down, down. I never wanna let it go now, now, now. I just wanna keep it here right now, now, now. Like go out, relax, blow out, smoke now. We can go hotbox, no bad vibes. I'ma listen to myself, I just realized what I did fine for myself. My health going bad when I'm taking all these pills. I be taking them whenever I be bored. Still, I'm making the time fly, go fast, fast, fast.
Do you have a stage name?
What do you mean?
Do you have like a stage name? Like say like the
Cudi?
baby, his name is like John. His real name is John, but he goes by the baby. So do you have a stage name or do you just go by?
Also like the baby, the Cudi.
That's your stage name.
Yeah.
You sounded so confused. All right. Honestly, we don't even have to do the countdown. We could just start from here. To be honest, we'll just ease it in. But
yeah, it don't matter.
I don't know. I always do the countdown. That's why it just feels weird. But screw it. We'll just ease it in. We'll like have like a little preview, and then we'll just ease it in like that. We'll have it in black and white, and then it'll go to color. I gotta get the grain out the video. That's gonna be hard, but it should be alright. So Adrian Torres.
I use my government name.
What's wrong with the government name? So first question, rapping, how'd that come about? Like, was that something you've always thought about since you were younger? Was that something that just came up as you grew up and you were like, oh, I think I'm good at this? Or you're just having fun with it and you just caught fire?
In the beginning, I just started playing with it and just experimenting in it. And I downloaded this software called Audacity, that shit, and bought me a small little microphone.
Yeah,
and just started recording on that, basically. But I started like in 2016 when fucking the whole SoundCloud wave
came in.
I was just like, alright, I'm gonna join in this shit.
And you've been on the ride since.
Yeah, but then I started taking it more serious, like last year, like to perfect my craft in my songs.
Okay, so what's your favorite part of the process? Is it like the writing? Is it the like finishing the production, like finishing up, like combining the lyrics with the beat and everything else? Or is it listening to the beat and trying to come up with something? Like, what's your favorite part?
When I be in the studio.
Oh, so that's the recording.
Yeah, recording it and what's it called? Actually feeling it, getting the feel when you're into the whole vibe and creating the whole song. Then you create your whole energy towards what you're trying to make.
Okay. Do you have any like particular visions in mind for your music? Are you kind of just like making music and just flowing, or do you like have a specific message you want to come across or anything like that? Or are you kind of just going with the flow for right now?
Right now it's like mostly versatile. It's whatever I feel mostly than what I want to create. So I basically freestyle whatever comes into mind, then I find a subject into that song and then base that song and create my hooks, and then that's how the whole song is created.
Okay, so you got like a thorough writing process down.
Yeah, like a scheme and shit.
Okay. So, who would you say is like one of your, if not your number one inspiration? Like, who are your favorite rappers now? That's not yourself, obviously.
XX Tentacion, Juice WRLD, Lil Wayne, Eminem.
Okay. I think Juice WRLD and XXX have similar flows, but I don't know. Lil Wayne and
I like some 50 Cent.
50 Cent. 50 Cent's real old school. I like 50 Cent's real old school. 50 Cent was kind of hard back in the day.
Funny ass music videos like, took me to the candy shop and then I make your girl lick the lollipop.
So, I saw you had a couple videos out. So, do you enjoy making the music more, or do you enjoy the video process more?
I mean, both. It was fun making my first music video towards the song, and they got good reviews on it. So I'm making more now.
Do you have anything particular you're working on now? You got any spoilers?
I'm working on a new album called Drool. It's mostly like my childhood favorite movie from like Sharp Boy and Loud Girl.
Oh, yeah, that's dope. I feel that.
Yeah, when they went to fucking Planet Drool and shit.
I remember.
Yeah. So I'm making that album based on the theme of that. So basically, you can have all your dreams and shit. And also, the girl your dream is somebody that is burning. So like, but she thinks that she is just destruction, but she's also your light.
Your piece, so to speak.
So that's why I wanted to choose Lava Girl as like the main one.
Oh, that's cool. That's smooth. I like that has a deeper meaning to it. That's pretty deep. That's nice.
That's why I was just like, all right, my next project gonna be more deep and more detailed into this shit.
Okay.
My budget is like $3,000 into it.
My man spitting out budgets. That's nice. So, how's your studio time work? Do you have like, I know a cousin of mine. He has an engineer he always goes to. So, do you have like specific friends that you know?
Yeah, I go to my producer JCR. He's the one that's been mixing and making most of my beats too. And basically produced most of my last tape, Nigga Cudi. That was all his beats, and he mixed and mastered all of it too.
So how long have you known him? How did y'all meet? How long have you known him? How did that click?
I think like two years ago. I think it was from a friend, and he was making a song one time back then when he was starting, and I was just like, I needed to go to a studio, and he was sounding good, like on mixing and everything.
Yeah.
So I went to him, and I was just like, all right, he's good. So I was just started, because before I was doing it by myself, and like I was mixing, mastering, recording down in my room.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna take it more professional. I'm gonna go to a studio so I can worry more about writing instead of mixing and mastering and all that. Okay. Become more of the artist instead of the engineer.
All right, that's cool. Do you think like working on the engineering by yourself at the beginning helped in that writing process? Because you kind of like, because I know like for freestyling, you usually like hear a beat and then you'll try and make lyrics off of it, and sometimes you'll have a theme where you'll just go with whatever's flowing off the beat and then make a theme based off of the lyrics you had already produced. So do you think like focusing on engineering alone helped that process, or do you think transitioning to just focus on the writing was better?
I mean, engineering also like helped me know where to put my hooks and where to put my verses and all that, all my ad-libs, and so I can make the song feel more better and have more energy in it.
So in terms of your music, what's like, I guess that's a hard question to ask, but like as far as like your flow and your vibe goes, like are you trying to focus more on your lyrics presenting a message or like a cool vibe for people to listen to? If that makes sense. Are you focused more on your lyrics being a nice message? Or are you more like on like the 6ix9ine wave where it's like his lyrics are kind of like whack, but the vibe is really dope, so it's fun to listen to? If that makes sense.
Either both, basically.
You're trying to mix it.
On certain songs, there's a message saying like drug abuse and all that, saying like heartbreak and sadness and all that shit.
But on other songs, it's just the bop too.
It's about trap and making money and fucking bitches.
So, with Planet Drool, what's the theme in mind? Are you gonna mix it, or is it kind of like just focused on the lyrical side of things?
Yeah, mostly lyrical, having the vibe, trying to find the energy towards the most versatile, trying to break boundaries instead of just rap.
Okay.
Do more than that.
So you singing now?
Yeah, I do that.
Oi! My man trying to pull out the Drake vibes. I feel that. Alright, so what's the end goal? Like, obviously, money comes into play. You want to make money off your career. That's anybody. Common sense. But, like, what's the end goal for you? Like, is there something where you're like, okay, if I do this, then I know that I've completed the objective, so to speak. Like, I've completed the mission I had in mind. Or is it kind of like, I just want to take this as far as it lets me go?
Shit, once I own a house, I don't give a fuck. I'll just make my music.
That's a real beaner answer. Like, culturally speaking, beaners are always like, once I get the house and I get the car, though, I'm cool.
I'll be like, yo, once I get my crib and it's paid for, I don't give a fuck. I'll just be making my music there at the crib, just chilling, releasing, and don't give a fuck. Just be like, yo, here's a new vibe.
Bet. Alright, so in terms of like drug abuse, what do you mean by that? Like your own personal drug abuse, or what you've seen it do to people, or
Both. Yeah. So in my songs, I talk about popping pills and smoking a lot of heavy drugs like weed, like not no regular maize and shit. Smoking exotic because it's outside.
Smoking exotic. Okay, so do you like to? So basically, do you like to get high when you're producing, or would you prefer being sober?
High. I like being high.
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
It'll give me a more feeling when I'm in the studio, more like easebreaker, and then like I ain't gonna lie, some drugs will give you a good vibe to certain songs that you're trying to create. Like you're trying to make a smoking song, you gotta smoke so you can catch that vibe.
Yeah.
You drinking, you talking about drinking and shit, talking about some Henny, you gotta be drinking and shit. Take a little shot and shit.
I can feel that. I mean, I don't, but you know, I can feel that. That makes sense. I can relate to that.
So when you're talking to the mic, you're actually speaking it like it's the truth.
So there's no cap in it. Yeah, because I had my cousin on not too long ago, and he was talking about how he doesn't like cap rap. Like he doesn't like when people like rap about stuff they're not actually about.
I'm doing it. I'm just like, yo, you don't do that.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, you're not really about that life, so why rap about it? Like, just speak about what you're about. So are you someone that like, as far as like, because he was talking about how he has like a chain with his name on it, and he was talking about how like sometimes he likes what's the word? I don't want to say flexing, but he likes showing what he's earned, so to speak. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Shit, yeah, I like flexing. I flex about my truck and shit.
So you're a flexing dude. I feel like that's all rappers, to be honest. Nowadays, it's just flex.
Shit, once my income was good, I was just like, shit, I'm gonna call me a truck.
So what do you do outside of rapping?
Just work, hustle.
Okay, hustle. So, how do we get here, so to speak? Like, how do we get to the Cudi? In terms of little Adrian to where we are now. So, let's go there. Like, what was little Adrian like? Were you a troublemaker in school? Were you kind of like quiet?
I was troublemaker in the beginning. I swear. I got mad. I was in a little baseball team, like a little t-ball shit. I got mad at this one little fucker. I don't know what the fuck. I think he cut in line and shit. I got a stick and a rock and I fucking hit that bitch and I got that nigga in the nose. He started bleeding. It wasn't recess. Nah, it was in the playground. Yeah. Motherfucker was bleeding, so I hid on top of the playground and shit, and then my mom came. from the soccer game that shit was playing and shit. Like on a Sunday shit, like when the Mexicans be playing and shit, making their own team. I was just like, yo, that nigga bleeding. But then, what's it called it? I started moving a lot. And I didn't have that much friends. Like, I didn't really know that many people, so I didn't really talk to many. So I just kept to myself. I was just being quiet and shit. And then I moved back here in Gainesville, and bad influences. I swear.
The bad influences came in. So what time frame is that? Like middle school or early high school?
Yeah, middle school.
So what was Troublemaker Adrian doing then?
I came here like when I was 5th grade. No, 3rd grade. I came back in Gainesville when I was in 3rd grade. Then I was in Brazelton. That fucking white part shit. Like, they put me in the class. They put me in the ESOL because there was only 4 Mexican kids throughout the whole fucking school. So
that's
they
low-key racist.
I know.
That's low-key racist.
I didn't even speak Spanish. They were just like, yeah, but you have a relative that speaks a different language, right? In your household. And I was just like, yeah, my grandpa.
That's so racist, bro.
Like,
that is so racist.
And they still put me in ESOL.
That is mad racist.
I was like, yo, what the fuck? Fuck this school.
That is mad racist. That's crazy.
And so we talked shit about the fucking teacher in Spanish since they want to talk.
So you do speak Spanish now?
Now, not kind of like
a little bit.
Shit. Back then I didn't even know what the fuck. I had to speak Spanish, but now I watch like fucking Narcos and shit. And I learned that shit. Like it was Rosetta Stone.
It's Spanish beater learning Spanish off of that. That's funny.
Shit, any drug related and cartel shit.
So you like watching stuff like that?
Yeah, that shit is interesting. I like supernatural shit too.
Is that part of the inspiration?
Yeah, some ghosts, more demons, more open-minded to belief.
What do you mean by that?
Like, there's other things out there
that we don't see, or are you saying that you see?
That we don't see, and I see.
Whatever. I'm imagining that you only see them when you're high, though.
Yeah.
Obviously. Alright, so what was the plan prior to, like, the rap career for post-high school? Did you ever think of going to school, or you didn't care?
Well, I still wanted to finish it, like, have a plan B type shit.
So what's the plan? Where are you going to go to school for? Are you going to go for music production? Is it going to be something music related?
Oh, I kind of did want to do music production. I signed it up for Atlanta SAE, some shit, Institute of Auto Engineering and shit. But my lazy ass couldn't get up to college.
Oh my gosh.
See, you know, like, I have that problem being late with everybody.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit. At least you're not late to work all the time.
Nigga, I'm at work. I'm not even that. I'm late at work all the time, too.
You're lucky they don't fire you, bro.
Oh, they take my sick time that we earned that one week and shit, and they
just fill it.
They fill it up within five minutes I've been late with.
Oh my god.
So I don't even got no fucking sick time.
Why aren't you ever on time?
I don't know. I leave my house like, all right, I'm gonna get this 10 extra minutes being at home.
And you're probably just sitting there doing nothing.
Hell no, I'm just looking in the mirror, looking at myself. I'm just like, yeah, you look good.
Oh, so you're one of those flexing in the mirror.
But like, yeah, I gotta make sure I look good.
All right, so I'm trying to remember. We met at Little Caesars, didn't we?
Yeah. That
was so long ago, dude. I feel so old.
I think that was my second job.
That was my first job.
I don't know how the fuck I passed that drug test.
For real, though. So how long have you been on the drug vibe?
Since 1-2.
1-2?
2012.
I mean, I figured. I was just like, wait. I figured you were saying you were 12. I was like, 1-2. You talking about like 1-2, like boxing? Like, what are you talking about?
Nah, 2012.
2012. So I'm a year older than you. So that was when you were 11, roughly.
A year older than you, boy. You were born 2000?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born 2000.
Oh, so that was when you were 12. I mean, I thought I was a year older, so I figured I was a year older.
You were a year above my grade.
Yeah. So that's why I thought I was a year older. So 2012. What was that first experience like? How'd that go down? If you can remember.
What it call it? My cousin stole some weed from his brother and shit, and then we rolled it on some newspaper behind my one of my relatives' house.
Some newspaper.
And it was
Games
the first
with
time,
times.
and he was just like, "It's some loud." And I was just like, "Ah." I was like, "Alright, fuck it." The one time I go hit it and shit. Then we hit it and shit, and we're like paranoid as fuck, saying like, yo, we smell like it, we smell like it. It only took like 2 hits.
Oh my gosh.
Like, yo, we smell like it, we smell like it.
Did you ever get caught?
Nah, but we did get caught like 3 months after when we went to go hotbox with all my cousins. We hotboxed at his friend's house and came home. Then his parents came downstairs and were like, y'all stink like weed, and we're like, fuck. And he took us took us all home and shit, middle of the night and shit, mad as fuck, knocking on the door, waking up their moms, waking up my aunt and shit. I was like, God.
What'd your parents say?
Shit, my mom didn't find out. Yeah, but my whole side of my dad's family did find out what it called. But like in the morning, everybody came through and shit, like fucking cheeseman shit. Fucking everybody was talking their shit, saying, "So why were you doing it? You like the feeling?" So, and I told him straight up, "Shit, I felt good and shit. I felt like I was in space. My head was like this." They were just like, "Oh, you were an astronaut?" My grandma was just like, "You an astronaut, huh?" I was like, "Yeah."
Stupid.
So I was just like, "Yo, I thought I was gonna get in trouble." Motherfuckers were all laughing.
It sometimes always like, well, I shouldn't say sometimes always, that doesn't make sense, but it sometimes goes like that, where it's like, you feel like the world's crumbling in and then everything's okay. Have you ever been caught legally?
Nah.
Luckily. Be careful, bro. It's a dangerous world out here.
I had to move safe. Motherfuckers over here, like, they like showing off and shit. They like moving fucking reckless and shit, saying, "Oh, I don't care. I'm not scared to make money." Boy, you gotta be scared to make that fucking probation and shit.
There's a lot of people that are going to jail for life.
That 20,
you're getting caught just 1 or 2 times.
$20 and less, $5 ain't worth it and shit. I'm just like, bro, you ain't putting my life in risk.
Yeah, it's a dangerous world out there. You can go to jail for a long time if you get caught. But I don't know if I read that wrong, but I'm guessing your parents are separated?
Yeah.
How's that for you? Did you like not care, or was it something that was hard to get through but you got through as you got older, or what was that like?
Yeah, basically that. It was hard in the beginning and then got through it, and like growing up and shit, I was just like, alright, fuck it. I was just mostly chilling with my friends. I wasn't really at home, so I didn't really put that much to mind, so I was just mostly having fun with my friends.
So you never really thought about it, you kind of just ignored it and just tried to enjoy life and pretend it wasn't really a part of you.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense a little bit. Have you ever sat down and talked to them about it? Or you just...
Nah, because they don't talk to each other.
No, not both of them, just like separately.
Oh, nah.
No, you don't even bring it up.
Nah.
Who do you spend more time with?
Well, I live with my mom.
Do you ever see your dad?
Yeah, when I go to my family's, I go see him. I talk to him.
Oh, you talk to him all the time, or just every now and then?
Now and then.
Dang. I was just curious. So I'm guessing you're at least somewhat closer with your mom. This doesn't sound you're close with either.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like...
Yeah, I'm close with both still.
Oh, okay.
Just more towards my mom.
I mean, you live with her, so I would hope.
Yeah.
At least a little bit. All right, let's talk about family life. So, siblings. How many you got?
Like 5, 6.
You don't sound sure.
I think like 5.
You think like 5?
2 one stepbrother, 1 stepsister. 4 sisters. 1's in Texas. One's like.
Does your dad live in Texas?
My. What's it called? My 2 little sisters are like 4 or 5. They're like 2. They're like 4 or 5.
Are they twins?
Nah.
Oh, they're just a year apart.
Yeah, from different baby moms.
Oh, that's on their dad's side.
Alright, one's from my dad and one's from my mom.
Oh, you said baby mamas. You made that way more complicated
Shit.
than it was. Okay, so you have a little sister on the dad's side, and I'm guessing she's older.
Yeah, and then
That was a good guess.
2 other
I saw
sisters.
that was a good guess. And then you got 2 other sisters. Okay, all right, that's pretty dope. Okay, so how do you like to spend your time outside of just making music and obviously playing with drugs? What do you like to do? You like to play games? You like to just surf social media? What do you do?
Shit, I like exploring nature.
In what way? There ain't nothing wrong with that. That sounds pretty nice.
Walking in the fucking woods and shit. Smoking a blunt.
Okay. Sounded nice to you. Sounds kind of, not reckless, but like, definitely not like the wisest thing to do.
Westwood Park.
Where's that at?
Right up here.
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
Had a
I
little
would've never guessed.
baseball field and shit. Everybody takes a little trail and shit. There's like 2 trails.
Do you go alone or you go with friends?
Mostly with friends, but sometimes I went alone and shit. I was just like, I'm gonna smoke it by myself because fuck all these motherfuckers don't want to hit me up and shit.
Do you have any friends that you make music with?
Yeah, a few.
Okay, so how do you work on features? Like, how do you do features for their music? And how do you have them do features for your music? Do you, like, write their lyrics and just have them rap it? Or do you send them the beat and tell them how long they have and then have them make their own lyrics? How you do it?
I mean, I tell them what they want and what they want me to make and shit. What kind of vibe they want from me and shit. Like, if they want the singing, they want me rapping, or me saying some real shit. I'll be like, alright, or give me whatever you have and shit. Like, let me hear like your song so I can get the vibe and get ready and shit. Next time when we go to the studio together and shit, they be paying for like all the studio hours and shit, and I'll probably like pitch in and shit for some of it for putting in my verse and shit, being in there. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm making the feature.
Okay. So how does studio time work? Is that expensive? I've always been wondering. I feel like it is, but
I mean, building up, yeah, and going up there, I fucking always put like 8 hours.
8 hours of studio time every time you go?
Mostly.
That's a long time. How often do you go to the studio?
Mostly every week.
8 hours a week? That's not bad. So what's your favorite top 3 songs that you've made?
OG, Red River, Relax and Pack, and Oxy.
Damn, that was quick. Most people give it thought. You had that in mind.
Yeah, that's my favorite songs.
Those are your favorite songs, period?
I mean, yeah, like the ones I created, I was like, damn. I feel like, damn, those vibes are not gonna, like, fade. Like, there's still a lot of people that are still listening to it, be like, this should go hard. Or it's my favorite song, and I'm just like, damn, that's crazy as fuck. Like, when people be saying, I'm listening to your song and shit, or like they pull up and then I hear my song blasting in their car, and I'm just like, yo, you're listening to my fucking old ass song? sometimes I cringe. I'm just like, yo. But at the same time, I'm just like, yo, they listening to my shit. That's cool.
That does sound pretty dope. So,
and then like people around, like the country was also texting me and shit, saying they like my music and shit. Like they slide on my DMs, and then like some girls and shit.
The girls is what did it for them
and shit. And they're like, "Oh, you sing?" Like all of them are surprised and shit that I sing and shit when I post those songs that I sing and shit. Cause most of them they're like, "Oh, you just rap?" I'm like, nah, I sing.
So do you sing with like auto tune, or you just go like natural voice?
It's mostly natural voice. It's kind of like that yelling singing, like top vocals and shit. I'm not trying to do it.
No, you don't have to. I'm not gonna call you out like that. I'll probably stick some of your songs at the beginning and end of the video, so I ain't gonna have to call you out like that.
I was gonna do it. I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
You don't have to. So how many albums have you made? Or how many mixtapes have you made in total?
I don't know. I dropped my first EP last month. No, I dropped 2 EPs last month. Like a small little EP, 2 songs, and then the other EP was like 8 songs. But then like I have like 10 other singles that I made in the past and shit. 3 from the beginning that I started.
Yeah.
And you hear those 2, those are kind of like what I mixed. And they kind of sound cringe as fuck.
I mean, obviously they sound bad compared to what you're producing now. That's just because of growth.
Yeah, and I'm just like, damn. But those old songs, a lot of people still like it, and the bars still go hard as fuck. I don't give a fuck.
So you're obviously feeling yourself a little bit. Okay, so... Damn, I forgot the question I was going to ask. So, in terms of, like, the business side, have you ever studied into that? Are you looking into the business side of music? I mean, at some point you're going to want to...
Making money in the rap game or music industry is mostly doing shows and merch, putting your own product out there and shit, putting your name out there and shit. That's how it's mostly marketing growth.
Yeah.
So the more you put your name out there, the more money you're gonna be bringing and shit. More plays because each play is like a cent and shit, like half a cent.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And shit.
It depends on like your sponsor and stuff like that. Depends on who's paying you per cent, what platform it's on, etc., etc. Kind of like back in the day when they used to do like vinyl and CDs and stuff. Like you get this amount per CD purchased.
Yeah, like royalties and shit. Like even the features still get royalties and shit.
So you're working on an album now, Planet Drool. We're gonna try and plug everything we got right in the description. You know what I mean? We're gonna try and plug everything. So like, what's the plan for that? Like, when is that coming out? Or when should we start looking out for that? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything.
Shit,
but
I'm gonna drop it 420.
Oh, so it's already done.
Nah, I just thought about it right now. I'm just like, I'm gonna drop it 420. It's a smoking day.
That means you got like a month to make it.
Yeah, I can do it. I mean, I already made like 40 other songs, and on my last project, like I kept 40 other songs. I had like 60 in total, and I only dropped like 10 of them.
Okay, so
the rest were like singing and shit, and sad and shit. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna keep half of it rapping, and half of it I sing.
So what's the vibe we're going for Planet Drool? I know we said we're gonna mix it, but is it gonna be sad? Is it gonna be popping? Is it gonna be? Well, I don't want to say is it gonna be mixed, but like,
shit. In the
when you think about it, like
in the beginning, I already got the intro. The intro is gonna be fire as fuck.
Do you already have it?
Yeah, like.
All right, I'm gonna need you to send me a little clip so we can just plug it right there.
Like what's it called? Like I did a little cutting and shit on the movie and shit. Like when they're lifting off to Planet Drool and shit, they're like glasses on.
Yeah.
You get to hear that shit with a bunch of echo, and then the rockets going and shit. The timer.
I like the way
going.
you think. Yeah.
I was just like, yo, this shit gonna be cool as fuck. And it was like, you ready, Max? And then like echoes and shit. This shit gonna be like nice and shit after I finish mixing it.
Oh, so you're mixing it yourself.
Yeah, because I wanted to capture it in my
Your
my
image. Instead of using somebody else's. See, that's what I was saying with music production. Since you have practice doing that, you can have someone produce your music, but at the same time, you can add your own flavor and taste to it without pulling away from your actual, like...
Yeah, because I give, I tell my producer what I want in my songs. Like, I tell him, too, I was just like, you can add your vibes to it, like, since we're working together. And I was just like, you can add your vibes to it, like, put in like effects and shit, different vibes to it, and then I'm both basically making the whole song.
Yeah.
Trying to make the vibe and shit with them. So it's basically the collab together.
Okay, I can see that. I see how that works.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like ladies? I said, he said, so you like ladies? You like playing with girls?
What you mean playing with girls?
I mean, I don't mean it like that. You go that way. I'd rather keep that off the cast. Like,
Yeah,
if you want it like that, I'd rather cut that out. But you like female attention. Let's go that way.
I don't know. I think female attention brings me a lot of drama. Like I can't have a relationship without.
You can have a relationship without drama. I mean, obviously you're gonna have arguments, etc., etc.
I mean, it's because a lot of people are gonna add me to social media and shit, and they're gonna ask me, "Oh, you rap and shit." I gotta give them my link and shit. I basically want to talk to my fans too. Like get a more connection with them and shit. But if I'm in a relationship and a girl sees another girl in your DMs,
that's too much insecurity.
They're gonna be thinking, oh, you talking to some other girl? I'm like, nah, she slid up talking about my song being nice and shit.
Yeah,
like they play my song.
She's kind of gotta know what she's signing up for.
Just like I'm a rapper, there's gonna be groupies.
My man said I got groupies, son. So are you like?
Okay, I feel like I'm cute. Call me Percules.
Percules? What is that?
I'm popping perks.
Oh. What's the wildest drug you've done?
DMT, bro. I tried that shit.
Are you talking about like the toad?
Huh?
The toad?
What toad?
Hold on. Let me put the phone up.
DMT? You're talking about that one toad from like Futurama and Family Guy and shit? The one that you lick?
No. Hold on, give me 1 sec. MEODMT, right?
Yo, that's a toad from Futurama. The toad. No way.
Yeah, that's what it's called. The psychoactive.
Yo, what?
So that is it, right?
Nah, but it's part of that shit. That toad carries DMT and shit.
No, not the actual toad. I mean, like the DMT itself.
No, search up DMT.
I did.
Just DMT itself.
Yeah, but that's a chemical in your brain. So basically how it works is, I don't know, this is like a loose, I guess, fill-in of the information I know about it. So basically how it works is, they'll like scrape some of the pus off the back of the toad and then like dry it.
Nah, it's also like a leaf, I think. It's a leaf.
So how'd you do it? Let's talk about that, how you did it.
No, look, let me tell you. It's like a leaf in Canada and shit. They have it legalized in Canada.
Yeah.
And shit.
Because they have drugs. not all drugs. They have a lot
Like
of drugs.
even ayahuasca and shit, that tea and shit that you see in Simpsons when he was hallucinating and shit. Yeah, they got that shit. I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna go to Canada.
That's a new drugs.
No cap, I'm gonna go to Canada when I turn
people
21. You're gonna see me like.
You don't have that long to go.
But yeah, the first time I tried it was that my producer was giving me some. He was just like, yo, I got some DMT, you want some? I was like, yo. Nigga, I was like, DMT.
What is that?
I was like, no, I knew what the fuck DMT was. I was just like, yo, this nigga just offered me DMT like
Casual.
like it was gum and shit. I was like, fuck. And I was just like, how can I not say no? I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it and shit. So I tried it. He gave me like a big ass scoop with that fucking powder and shit. Like, cause
What do you do? Drink it?
Nah, it comes in powder and shit. And you basically burn it. You can burn it on a crack pipe. But I used my bong. I had a rig on it. So I just put the powder on there and then burned it with the torch and shit. And
I don't know how this works, but okay.
And it still worked. Like,
no, I mean, like, I don't know how any of that works. Like, none of that. I don't know.
Like
I know what a bong is, I think, but, like, everything else, I'm
that,
like,
that
what?
rig part is that glass shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's it called? I started burning it and then hitting it. And, like, when you hit it, you got, like, bag and shit. And, like, hit it.
Alright, go on. I'm interested.
And the cool thing about it is that you can't overdose on it and shit. Like, once, like, you hit it and shit, like, if you hit it too much, like, you stop yourself. Because you kind of astral project. Like, you feel like
you're out of body.
You're out of body.
Yeah, that's how he described it. He was like, it was like I was watching my body, but I wasn't there. I was somewhere else, consciously, but my body was sitting there, and I was watching it do it.
Yeah, bro, and the crazy thing, too, about it, too, is, like, since we're in the studio and shit, he has red lights and shit. And so it was, like, so, like, fucking hell vibe and shit.
Oh my god, that's dark.
I was like, yeah, it was so fucking dark. And then he started playing guitar beats and shit, like rock, heavy metal rock and shit. I was like, yo, who the fuck? I think this nigga the demon and shit. And then like the visions started coming and shit. Like you know how like they said like you see them cool ass, then trippy ass
What did you see?
colors. I did see those shits. Like those things that you see like in like images and shit.
Yeah.
You actually see like I feel like a different dimension type shit.
Yeah.
Like I was actually, man, that's actually kind of cool. I kind of wanted to do more, but actually just I did enough that I was just like, alright, I'm gonna stop myself, see how this feels and shit, because I didn't want to go overboard and be like, yo, what the fuck, I can't get myself out of this loop.
How long did you do it for?
The thing only lasts for 5 minutes.
It lasts for 5 minutes.
That's what's cool about it. Like, the whole trip feels like it's a long time, but it's actually 5 minutes that you're just sitting there.
That's crazy.
But it's a whole life-changing experience because DMT is created when you die.
Well, I mean, your brain naturally has DMT. It's just
Exactly. It's created when you die and shit. So like that's what they call it, the spirit molecule. So those after visions or visions that you're saying like it's like, oh, I saw my life happen before my eyes.
it's the DMT.
That's basically like a DMT trip. You're having a whole acid trip.
Technically, I think like when you're dying, they say you see like your entire lifespan right before you close your eyes, and like, but you see like everything that happened, but in like it's only like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but you can see all of that clearly as fuck.
Yeah, but only for 10 seconds.
But
it's like you see everything, but in reality, it's only been 10 seconds, which is crazy.
I saw the devil.
I could be wrong on that, but like, wait, what? Bro, you can't just like slide that in on a casual. You can't just slide that in on a casual, fam.
On the trip, I started seeing demons and shit because of the fucking all the
light,
red and him being
You
in
say
the
hello?
corner. Yeah, kinda. I was just like, yo, what's up, nigga? I was just stuck because I couldn't move. Like my whole body was just like.
That sounds like a bad dream that I had.
Yeah, it looked like a dream. I was just like, yo, are these demons and shit? And then you know what I kept seeing, like visuals and shit, pills,
Of course.
all the drugs and shit, and then like a record label and shit. I was just like, yo, like.
That's me.
Is that are they talking like, yo, if I keep going down this route, am I gonna get a record label? And then like these drugs are gonna kill me, but
that's what I was about to say. But
they're gonna take my soul too.
Like don't let the pills and the drugs be your downfall.
I was just like, yo, I don't know what the fuck this means. Like they gonna take my soul? Is this the devil talking about signing me or what?
Don't sell your soul for a label, but it's not worth it. There's no money on this planet worth your soul, fam. It'll never be worth it.
Hell no, you gotta be lonely and shit.
It's not just lonely, it's just losing your soul.
Look at
It's a tough price to pay.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Are you talking about like that diamond in his head?
Yeah,
that's
Lucifer.
just stupid.
Lucifer.
Oh my god. Is that what it stands for?
Lil Uzi Vert, if you say it fast 5 times.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it.
Lucifer.
But I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just something that somebody came up with. Because they do a lot of stuff like that.
He did it for the clout.
He might have. I don't know. That diamond in his head is real stupid, if you ask me. But I mean,
shit, I'm gonna get it.
if he's got,
I'm
please
Thanos.
don't do that, bro. If you like get like tattoos with like the things in your hands, fine. But don't put that diamond in your head, bro. Like, there's
I'm
no.
gonna put a diamond on my dick, bro. Watch them girls. Be
Dude,
like, yo.
ain't nobody. First of all, it's not even gonna be usable. I don't even think you'll get hard after that, bro. Could you imagine just having a stone
a stone on
heavy?
top of your.
Like you probably want, even if you were hard, it would probably still stay down. Like it's just too heavy. The blood flow's gonna be off. It's gonna be like, never mind.
She don't want to go up.
Sorry, baby. Next week. Or you can probably have to take like Viagra or something just to get up there.
Be like, you like my diamond though?
You remember in cars when like Lightning McQueen was like ka-chow? Every time you nut, you would say that. You like ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
And you nut. That's
Bro,
funny.
when it was like snowing and shit, I was driving like a chicken and shit. I would like right to go left to go right and shit in the snow and shit. I was drifting.
Why would you do that?
So I can just drive in the snow. You ain't driving in the snow. I got me a truck for it.
Well, I mean, I got a car, so I'm not really about to. I've driven in the snow, but I'm not about to whip. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't Fast and Furious.
Shit, it was.
You get hurt.
So I was trying to get up a hill for like a good ass minute, and then I took it out traction control. Boy, I was like burning tire.
Nah, that sounds unsafe. I'm assuming you were high when you did that too.
Always, I'm always high. Even at work.
You high right now?
Oh, shit. Nah, hey, cut that shit out. don't say at work.
I'll try and bleep it.
I'm always high at work. They're gonna be like, what was this? HR just fucking...
They'll probably never know.
Nah, motherfuckers are gonna be like, yo, Kamar and Cudi made a
Whoa!
podcast.
Oh, I thought you were about to say I was high. I was like, whoa! That's not flexing. I'm definitely not high at work. I'm not even high at home. I've never been high, just for the record.
What are you talking about? That big ass bond that you have right there.
That's cap. That is straight cap.
That kilo that you have right there on top of the fucking TV.
Dude, it took me a long time to set this up. I want a bigger TV though. Maybe one day I'll get a big one and move some stuff around.
I got a big ass. I got three.
3 TVs in your room?
Yeah.
For what?
Just
Do you
flex.
game?
Nah, I mean, yeah, but
I mean, like game where you record?
Yeah, like I have one. I was gonna use one for my PS4 and one for my laptop, like for the stew, and one just to watch TV. So yeah, I just got like 3
You just like
TVs.
spending money.
Yeah.
You just enjoy spending money.
You gotta spend it. I mean, you ain't gonna save it when you're gone.
Somebody else can use it.
Hell the fuck nah, I ain't gonna use my hard ass working cash, nigga. The fuck?
So what are you gonna do when you have kids?
Huh? Boy, nigga can work.
You got a lot. You're so young, bro. You are so young.
What are you talking about, dog? My mom raised me to fucking
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's
teach
just,
them how to fucking cook.
I mean,
when
like
they're
the
8
saying
and 10.
goes,
Like I started cooking when I was 8. Most kids don't even know how to fucking press a microwave.
No, most kids can't even wash their own clothes, to be honest with you. I find that so crazy.
Like they forget to
you
put
can't do your own
water
laundry,
in
or you can't
yeah,
boil
that
an egg.
too,
Like,
bro.
that's wild. Like, how are you
not,
20 years old and you can't boil
just
an
put
egg?
soap in the damn fucking
Thingy and hit start. Like, that's crazy. Or you
put
can't
too much.
separate your own clothes. And,
you put too much or
what? For me, what's gross is like when you can't clean, you can't wash dishes and stuff like that. Like, that's nasty. I don't do that. I'm not about that. Like, if you can't clean, you can't hang. Like right now, even after you leave, I'm still gonna be cleaning. Like, I'm always cleaning. I like to be super clean.
Bro, I'm kind of like a hoarder on cups, bro.
Like
my
plastic
room,
cups.
Yeah, my room and shit. Every time I be leaving the cup, I don't move that shit until like the end of the week.
That's crazy.
No cap.
No cap or no cup.
Both.
Right. I want to bring you back on after Planet Drool comes out. I didn't want to cut it short, but we gotta roll on. Plugs. Instagram.
Oh, my Instagram. The Cudi _ wait.
You gotta spell it out. You act like that's a casual English word.
Wait, my Instagram. Yeah, you gotta cut it off again. My Instagram, the _ Cudi 1800. Then my Snapchat, MT_future. MT future _future.
What's MT stand for?
Back then, I used to do a YouTube channel with like somebody else. It was like some other shit. It was like my last name and his last name, MT. But now it's just like my true future and shit. I made it into that.
That's smooth.
Back then.
That's smooth. I like the way you think.
And then I was just like MTF. I was gonna make that into a logo. But then I changed my name again back then to Rat the Sewer God. Yeah, that was my first rapper name.
Okay.
And then I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna change it to the Cudi.
And you're sticking with that for the time being.
Yeah, more professional. And also...
Yeah, nothing more professional than the Cudi.
Bitches like the Cudi.
Okay.
The Cudi with me.
Okay. Alright.
My mom would be like, you got some Cudi? I'm like, yeah, I'm Cudi.
You're a goof, son. But alright, it's been real. We'll have him back very soon. We love you guys. I'll plug everything that I can in the description so you can check all his music out, all his videos out.
All platforms.
All platforms. And I will definitely plug the Drool. Planet Drool, sorry.
Planet Drool. He said
I don't know why I said the Drool.
You go plug the Drool.
But we'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Love you guys. Alright. Thanks for coming on.
Glad to have you.
Glad to have you, or me glad to have you? You switched it up on me.
I was like, glad to have you. I see it.
Yeah, time go by, but you know, I don't see these niggas on my side. I'ma do it, yeah, just fine. I'll be, yeah, alright. By my own shit, we can go.